The Stoic Art of Connection, 3 phrases that captivate women and build lasting bonds. Forget the cheesy pickup lines and tired conversation starters. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone is bombarded with information, truly connecting with someone requires a different approach. This video unveils 3 powerful phrases that are more than just clever lines, they are carefully crafted strategies designed to capture attention, spark genuine interest, and foster the kind of connection that endures. If you're serious about enhancing your interactions with women and standing out for the right reasons, you've arrived at the perfect destination. These tactics will provide you with the edge needed to navigate any conversation with authenticity and impact. Why does this matter? Let's be honest, we live in an era of constant messaging, social media updates, and endless scrolling. It's incredibly challenging to get noticed amidst all the digital noise. However, in the realms of dating and relationships, making a memorable impression is more vital than ever before. This is where the power of carefully chosen words comes into play. The right message, delivered at the opportune moment, can cut through the cacophony and compel someone to truly take notice. This is also where Stoicism intertwines beautifully. A fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy is self-mastery in clear, intentional communication. The Stoics believed in controlling our reactions to the world around us and remaining steadfastly true to our own principles. When applied to attracting and connecting with women, this mindset becomes paramount. It's not about resorting to manipulation or employing gimmicks, it's about being authentically present and communicating in a manner that builds mutual respect and trust. In this exploration, we'll delve into 3 specific types of messages that have been scientifically proven to spark interest and trigger profound emotional responses. These are not merely tips for grabbing attention, they're about cultivating enduring connections grounded in the very philosophy that encourages us to become our best selves. By the end of this journey, you'll possess a clear understanding of how to utilize these messages to create a lasting impact, ensuring that you're never overlooked again. Unpacking the 3 powerful phrases and infusing Stoic principles. Before we embark on this transformative journey, consider subscribing to this channel. Each video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. 1. Why messages get ignored, avoiding common pitfalls. Before diving into the techniques for crafting messages that women can't ignore, it's crucial to understand why so many messages get lost in the shuffle. If you're serious about improving your interactions with women, you need to be aware of why seemingly well-intentioned attempts often fall flat. So, let's break it down. Imagine a woman's phone, constantly flooded with messages and notifications from friends, family, social media, and work, a relentless stream of information coming at her from every direction. The challenge then becomes, how do you ensure your message doesn't get lost in that overwhelming flood? How do you cut through the noise and get her to stop, look, and genuinely care? It starts with understanding the primary reasons why so many messages are ignored in the first place. Trust me, by consciously avoiding these pitfalls, you'll automatically be one step ahead of the game. It doesn't feel personal, this is a critical factor. Have you ever received a message that felt generic, as if it could have been sent to countless other people? It reads like a script, lacking any personalized touch. Something along the lines of, "Hey, how's your day?" Pleasant enough, but doesn't truly feel like they're asking you. You've likely ignored those, right? Women crave to feel seen, understood, and special. It's not just about exchanging text messages, it's about conveying, "Hey, I see you, and I understand what's important to you." When you send a generic message, it's as if you're not even trying. It fails to create a genuine connection. However, when you personalize the message, whether by acknowledging something she cares about or referring to a past conversation, you're signaling, "I'm not just another guy in your DMs, I'm someone who takes the time to understand you." This is where Stoicism offers valuable insight. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, frequently emphasized the importance of being fully present in the moment and giving your undivided attention to what's directly in front of you. So, when you message a woman, don't just send random, empty words, put yourself in her shoes, be mindful, and make a genuine effort to craft something personal. It's about focusing your energy on making her feel valued, just as the Stoics emphasize the importance of being intentional in everything we do. No emotional hook. Let's face it, humans are driven by emotions. If your message doesn't evoke some kind of feeling, whether it's excitement, curiosity, or even a subtle spark of attraction, it's likely to be passed over. Emotions are what prompt us to react. You've probably experienced this firsthand when reading a message that made your heart skip a beat, right? That's the power of an emotional hook. It's not just about the words themselves, it's about the feeling they create. When you can evoke a feeling in her, even if it's just for a fleeting moment, you're no longer just another guy texting her, you're someone who stands out. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus taught us the importance of managing our emotions and acting with intention. This doesn't mean you should send overly dramatic or emotionally charged messages, it's about finding a balance. Let your message strike the right emotional notes, but always remain grounded. Emotional intelligence is one of the core Stoic virtues, so use that wisdom when crafting your messages. Make them feel genuine, not forced or contrived. Bad timing. This one is particularly tricky because timing can significantly influence the success or failure of a message. Have you ever sent a message, waited anxiously, and received nothing in return? It's easy to start second-guessing yourself, wondering, did I say something wrong? However, the reality might be much simpler, it could just be about when you sent it. Women have their own routines, moods, and timelines. If your message reaches her at an inopportune moment, such as during a stressful day at work or when she's preoccupied with something else, it could easily be ignored. Timing is also a crucial element in Stoicism. The Stoics understood the importance of appropriate action. There's a time to speak, a time to act, and a time to remain silent. When reaching out to a woman, be mindful of her potential emotional state and current situation. Just as in Stoicism, you don't want to force things. Timing your approach is all about choosing the right moment to connect and she's most receptive. It's just boring, let's be honest, nobody appreciates boredom. If your message sounds indistinguishable from every other message she receives, it's destined to be ignored. Think about it, how many times have you received a text that was so bland and predictable that you couldn't even be bothered to respond? People, especially women, are naturally drawn to things that feel fresh, creative, and slightly different from the norm. If your messages are too routine, you'll simply blend in with the rest of the crowd. Here's where Stoicism can truly help you stand out. The Stoics weren't about conforming or blending in, they were about living authentically and with purpose. In a world overflowing with generic messages, take a page from the Stoic playbook. Don't just send what's expected, make your words count. Employ your creativity and intellect to offer something new, something worth paying attention to. So, why do messages get ignored? It's typically because they're too generic, lack an emotional hook, arrive at the wrong time, or are simply boring. However, now you possess the tools to avoid these common mistakes. The next step is learning how to craft messages that not only get noticed but actually make a positive impact. When you combine these insights with Stoic wisdom, you're not just improving your communication skills, you're enhancing your mindset and your overall approach to relationships. Now that we've dissected why messages often get ignored, it's time to elevate your game and start crafting messages that truly stand out. Trust me, once you understand the underlying why, the how becomes significantly easier. 2. The mystery message, sparking curiosity and intrigue. Let's jump into the first type of message that will make you stand out and keep her intrigued, the mystery message. If you've ever tried to capture the attention of a woman you're interested in, you know how difficult it can be to break through the noise. Everyone is busy, everyone is distracted, but the mystery message is like a secret weapon. Think back to the last time someone told you, "I've got something to tell you, but I'll explain later." It's almost frustrating, right? You desperately want the answer, but they're intentionally withholding it. At the same time, your brain can't stop thinking about it. That's the power of the mystery message, it pulls people in and holds their attention like nothing else. Why does this work so effectively? Let's break it down. Our brains are hardwired to crave closure. When there's something we don't know, especially something that feels important or relevant to us, we can't help but want to figure it out. This is rooted in the information gap theory. Psychologists explain that when there's a gap between what we currently know and what we desire to know, our brains go into overdrive, actively trying to fill that void. It's like watching a compelling TV series with a cliffhanger at the end of every episode. You're dying to know what happens next, and you'll do almost anything to find out. This is the exact psychological principle that makes the mystery message work like a charm. How does this apply to dating and relationships? Let's be honest, when you're talking to a woman you like, it's not always just about saying the right things, it's about making her want to know more about you. If you can trigger that natural curiosity, you'll have her undivided attention, and you're already halfway to deepening the connection. For instance, have you ever sent a text that was short, sweet, but hinted at something more? A little bit of carefully crafted mystery, delivered at the right moment, can go a long way. Imagine texting her something like, "I just thought of something that could totally change the way you see things, but I'm not sure if you're ready for it yet." What happens next? She's hooked. She has to know what you're talking about. Or, what about saying, "There's something I've been meaning to tell you, but I think I'll wait for the right moment." Now she's wondering, what could it be? When is the right moment? She starts mentally replaying your conversations, trying to figure out what you know that she doesn't. And guess what? She's now emotionally invested. This isn't just about being mysterious for the sake of it, it's about creating a controlled level of emotional tension, and, in the world of attraction, emotional tension is the key to drawing someone closer. The mystery message sparks that tension and keeps her wanting more. How do you craft the perfect mystery message? It's all about balance. You don't want to reveal too much and risk spoiling the mystery, but you also don't want to leave her completely in the dark, as that can be frustrating and off-putting. A great mystery message provides just enough information to spark curiosity, but not so much that she can immediately decipher the answer. Now, I know what you're thinking, how do I ensure this message lands in the right way? Timing is paramount, my friend. A mystery message works best when it feels natural, not forced or contrived. It's not about throwing out cryptic statements all the time, it's about creating just the right amount of intrigue at the right moment. For example, perhaps you've been chatting with her for a while, and you sense the conversation starting to slow down. You don't want to be too direct or abrupt, but you also don't want to completely lose her attention. A perfectly timed mystery message can reignite her curiosity and draw her back in. Or, if you're just getting to know someone, a small dose of mystery early on can make her feel like there's more to you than meets the eye. You're not just another guy with a boring pickup line or an overused, "Hey, how's your day going?" You're someone with depth who knows how to pique her interest. The Stoics teach us that we should focus our energy on what's within our control and not waste it on things we can't change. In the context of relationships, this is crucial advice. You can't control how she reacts to every message, and you certainly can't force someone to be interested in you. However, you can control how you present yourself and how you communicate. This is where the mystery message becomes a valuable tool. You're not desperately seeking a response, you're not sending message after message, hoping for an answer. Instead, you're demonstrating self-discipline by crafting messages that hold her attention and make her think, without overcommitting or appearing needy. In Stoic terms, this is practicing self-control and mindful communication. You're giving her something to think about, but you're not letting yourself become consumed by the need for immediate validation. The mystery message isn't just about being mysterious for the sake of it, it's a deliberate tool to tap into human psychology, create emotional tension, and drive curiosity. In relationships, and especially in dating, curiosity is your ally. If you can make a woman want to know more about you, you're already halfway to deepening the connection. So, try it out. The next time you're messaging someone you're interested in, resist the urge to send the same old boring text. Instead, spark her curiosity and observe how much more engaged she becomes. And remember to keep that Stoic mindset in mind, control your communication, let go of the outcome, and stay focused on creating a genuine connection. It's time to master the art of mystery. Don't be afraid to leave a little something to the imagination, it's a game changer. 3. The compliment message, acknowledging inner worth and building genuine connection. Let's talk about a potent tool you can use to build genuine connections with women, the compliment message. However, this isn't your run-of-the-mill, "you look great today" type of compliment. No, we're diving deeper into compliments that truly matter, that foster connection, and that leave a lasting impression. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever received a compliment that just resonated with you in a way that felt different from the usual? One that made you feel genuinely seen and acknowledged? That's precisely what we're aiming for. A compliment like that can transform the dynamic of a conversation and leave someone thinking about you long after the conversation has ended. Why do compliments work so effectively? When we give a compliment, it's not just empty words floating in the air, it triggers something profound within the brain. Your brain actually releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, whenever you give or receive a compliment. It's like a miniature celebration of the moment, boosting happiness and making us feel good about ourselves. This is why compliments, when delivered correctly, are so powerful. They create positive, memorable moments. However, here's where many guys miss the mark: compliments need to be more than just surface-level observations. A generic "you're beautiful" might elicit a smile, but it lacks the staying power you desire, it doesn't truly stand out. So, if you want to genuinely capture her attention and make a lasting impact, you need to elevate your compliment game with something more thoughtful. The secret to making your compliments stand out is being specific. Think about something unique that you've noticed about her, not just the obvious, but something that demonstrates you're paying attention. For example, instead of simply saying, "You look great," why not say, "I love the way you carry yourself with such confidence, it's really magnetic. The way you think through challenges is so refreshing, your perspective is incredibly valuable. You have a natural ability to make everyone around you feel comfortable and valued." These types of compliments stand out because they focus on her character, her thought processes, and the way she makes others feel. This is significantly more powerful than simply commenting on her physical appearance. When you compliment her in this way, you're signaling that you value her for who she is beyond just what she looks like. Here's where a lot of guys stumble, trying too hard to flatter. Flattery is transparent. If your compliment feels insincere or over the top, she'll see right through it. Instead, focus on what you genuinely admire about her. The more authentic your compliment, the more it will resonate. Think about it: when you pay attention to the details, like her kindness, her humor, or how she's always there to support others, you're not just complimenting her, you're acknowledging the qualities that make her truly unique, and those are the compliments that truly stick. Now, let's connect this to the wisdom of Stoicism. According to Stoicism, we shouldn't seek validation from external sources but from inner virtues, such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. So, when you give a compliment, don't just focus on superficial aspects like beauty or appearance. Instead, focus on her character, her actions, and the qualities that make her who she is. From a Stoic perspective, this aligns perfectly with the idea of being in control of our emotions and actions. By complimenting someone authentically, you're not only showing respect for who they are but also demonstrating your own self-control and maturity. A Stoic would argue that a man who can appreciate another person's virtues without seeking validation for himself is a man who has mastered his emotions and cultivated true character. The unexpected compliment is a golden nugget when it comes to timing. Compliments are most powerful when they're given when least expected. Imagine sending her a text in the middle of the day, simply to say, "I really admire how you're always so level-headed, it's something I truly respect about you. I've been thinking about how effortlessly you lead your team, you've got a great sense of direction and vision." These moments don't have to be grand gestures, but they leave a lasting impact. It's the unexpected compliments, given at the right moment, that demonstrate you're thinking about her and genuinely care. The fact that you notice things she does, things that might go unnoticed by others, will speak volumes, making her feel seen and appreciated. At the end of the day, we all crave to feel appreciated, to feel seen. Compliments speak to that deep human need for validation and connection. When you give one that's thoughtful, specific, and authentic, you're tapping into something much deeper than surface-level attraction. You're showing that you truly see her, and that makes her feel valued. So, the next time you're talking to a woman you're interested in, try to go beyond the surface. Compliment her in a way that reflects who she really is. Be specific, be genuine, and, above all, be authentic. Trust me, you'll leave a lasting impression. From a Stoic point of view, this is the truest way to connect with others, not through shallow words, but through sincere acknowledgement of their character and virtues. Remember, gentlemen, when you're giving a compliment, it's not just about making her feel good in the moment, it's about creating a deeper bond that transcends the surface and lasts long after the conversation ends. That's the power of a well-timed, well-thought-out compliment. 4. The empowerment message, inspiring greatness and building unbreakable trust. Let's delve into one of the most impactful messages you can send, one that no woman can ignore, the empowerment message. I'm not just talking about telling her she's great in a generic way, I mean a message that truly hits home, one that makes her feel capable, seen, and ready to conquer the world. A message that taps into her deepest potential and provides her with a confidence boost she might not even realize she needs. Think about a time when someone gave you a genuine, uplifting compliment or piece of advice, something that made you feel like you could take on anything. That feeling is what we're aiming for. This type of message is particularly powerful in the dynamics between a man and a woman. It's not about empty flattery, it's about showing her that you recognize her as a strong, capable individual, capable of achieving greatness. This isn't just about complimenting her looks, this is about complimenting her character, her strength, and her potential. We all possess something deep down inside of us that yearns to grow, to get better, to become the best version of ourselves. It's that drive for self-actualization, a term psychologists use to describe our inherent desire to reach our full potential. It's a fundamental aspect of being human. Now, what do you think happens when you show a woman that you recognize this desire within her? You're giving her something truly valuable. You're not simply boosting her ego, you're tapping into something much deeper, you're empowering her. These types of messages do more than just make someone feel good, they build trust. When you demonstrate to a woman that you genuinely believe in her, you're not only boosting her confidence but also strengthening the connection between the two of you. You're showing her that you see her for more than just her physical beauty, you see her drive, her potential, and her inner power. You're telling her, hey, I believe in you, and I'm here to support you as you grow. And that's how you cultivate a real connection. So, how can you send a message like this that truly resonates? Let's break it down into actionable steps that will help you speak to her heart and soul. Be encouraging, start by acknowledging her strengths. Don't just say something generic like, you're awesome. That's nice, but it doesn't truly hit the mark. Instead, be specific and demonstrate that you believe in her ability to overcome challenges. For example, I know this challenge feels huge right now, but I've seen how you've handled tough situations before, and I know you've got what it takes to crush this. I can tell you've been putting in the effort, and trust me, it's already paying off. You've got the skills to make it. These words aren't just intended to make her feel good in the moment, they're intended to plant a seed of belief in her ability to succeed. Every time you empower her, you're helping her believe in herself just a little more. Focus on the future. Empowerment isn't just about the here and now, it's about highlighting her potential. Talk about where she could go or what she can achieve, even if she's currently struggling. A future-focused compliment is not only motivating but also helps her see the bigger picture. I can already see how much you've grown, and I honestly can't wait to see where you'll be a month from now. You've been making amazing progress. I bet you're going to look back in a few weeks and be amazed at how far you've come. When you focus on her future, you're giving her something to look forward to, reminding her that this current moment is just a stepping stone to even greater things. Make it personal. The key to a truly impactful empowerment message is making it personal. Anyone can send a generic "you're amazing" text, but a personalized message is what truly resonates. Talk about her unique qualities or her specific achievements. For example, "Your commitment to your goals, even when it gets tough, is something I really admire. Not many people possess that kind of determination. I've always been impressed by how you handle adversity with such grace. It's clear that you're destined for something great." The more personal and specific you make the message, the more she'll feel like you truly see her. You're not just saying things to get in her good graces, you're acknowledging the hard work, strength, and potential she possesses. Now, let's connect this back to Stoic philosophy, because the Stoics understood a thing or two about empowering messages. They believed that true strength comes not from external validation but from internal belief and virtue. A Stoic would tell you that a person's value isn't defined by how others see them but by how they see themselves and their ability to endure, grow, and act with purpose. When you send an empowerment message, you're essentially recognizing and affirming her own internal strength and potential, just like the Stoics would. You're acknowledging her ability to face challenges, to grow through adversity, and to live with intention. In doing so, you're not only supporting her but also demonstrating that you understand the deeper principles of self-mastery and resilience. And here's where it gets even deeper: a man who consistently sends these types of messages is embodying Stoic values himself. He's not looking for immediate gratification or validation, instead, he's focusing on building something lasting and meaningful. He's helping her see her worth while reinforcing his own sense of inner strength. So, why is this so important in the dynamic between men and women? Women desire to feel empowered. They want to feel like they're capable of achieving incredible things. They want a partner who believes in them and can see their potential. It's not just about empty flattery. When you genuinely empower a woman, when you demonstrate that you recognize her strength, it deepens your connection. You're showing her that you see her as more than just a beautiful face. You're showing her that you recognize her as a person with unique qualities, dreams, and capabilities. That's the kind of relationship that transcends surface-level attraction and evolves into something real and meaningful. The next time you're talking to a woman, think about how you can empower her. Maybe she's facing a tough situation, or maybe she's simply trying to reach a new goal. Whatever it is, take a moment to remind her of how amazing she is and what she's capable of. And don't just tell her, show her that you believe it. Trust me, she'll remember how you made her feel, and you'll stand out as someone who truly sees her for who she is. Mastering the art of authentic communication and Stoic connection. So, there you have it, 3 types of messages that can completely transform the way you connect with women. Whether it's the intrigue of a mystery message, the sincerity of a compliment message, or the confidence-boosting power of an empowerment message, these strategies not only capture attention but also deepen your connection in a meaningful way. By incorporating these Stoic principles into your interactions, you're not just communicating, you're building a bond rooted in authenticity, respect, and understanding.